What up? What up? What up? What up? It's your boy T, and that's your other host, boy, my boy JT. Excuse me,
Hey,
y'all.
hey, what's up, everybody? This is JT.
Man, it's your boy JT, your boy T here, man. For Srue Crazy, man. Let's give it up for Srue Crazy. We in the building,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Well, today we want to just thank everyone. You know what I'm saying? If you watch it later or you watching it now, man, or whenever you watch it, man, we about to have one of the guys that been up and coming in this. First of all, let us thank all our subscribers for coming in and supporting us, man, and being behind us behind in this thing. But
Yep,
like
yep.
I say, JT, what you my name is T. I'm from Chicago. We really don't have no model shows here. So I have to go to Indiana, and I'm attending one next month on May the 16th. It's called Model Rama. I'm going to that, boy, man, and it's gonna be my first one, man. I'm so excited, bro. So excited.
Yeah, I heard about that show. I heard about that show last year, man. We have two here this year. We have one that's coming up next month. Well, in May 3rd. Then we got one coming up in July, I think. So them the two
Okay.
local shows that we have here in town. And by the way,
Okay.
everybody on JT from Houston, Texas, home of the Houston Oilers. Yep.
well, well,
So
we
who we?
go ahead, Jay.
No, go ahead. You got it. You got it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, man, we're about to bring on one of the guys that's been up and coming. He's been in the model magazines. One of his models have been in the model magazine. I'm so proud of the guy. You know what I mean? And he's one of the brothers from the community, man. Let's bring him on. Let's give him a round of
Yeah, Leon.
applause.
He
My
he, he
boy
has come a long ways,
Leon.
man. Since
His name Leon from Model Car 1589. Where did he go? Where he go? He went off, Joe. Come back, Leon.
oh,
There you go.
there you go.
Hey, I'm
Man,
back, y'all.
what
Sorry
up?
about
What up?
that, man. What's going on,
I
y'all?
thought you
What's
What's
was
going?
going on,
gone. I
Leon?
thought you got scared right on me, man.
Nah, never that, man. No, you know me. I was trying to see, like we were speaking on, me. But how y'all doing, JT and my boy T? How y'all doing, man?
Man, introduce yourself,
What's
man.
up, bro? What's
People,
what's
man.
up with you, man?
What's going on, YouTube? Y'all know who this is. It's Model Car 5089. This is Leon, and I'm with the Srue Crazy podcast right now. And y'all know what it is, man. I'm so excited to be here. I like to
Man,
say
we
thank
glad
y'all,
to have
brothers.
you, man. We glad to
You know,
have you.
it's all
Glad to
good,
have
man.
Yes,
you, man.
sir.
So you started off, JT. What you like to ask my man, man? We got questions for you. You ready? You ready?
I'm ready, man. I'm
Yeah,
ready.
yeah, yeah. Man, Leon, let's tell. I don't think I ever, I've been knowing you for a while since I've been in the community, but I don't think I never got your story on how you got started and how you took a liking. I mean, you in Cali, of course, but
Yeah.
how did you start off with this?
For one, it started way back in the days. You know what I mean? I think I was about 8, about 9 or 10. You know what I mean? I went to a Christmas show. You feel me? And that was one of the only gifts that I got at that Christmas was a model car. I was young. I just seen. I think it was a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. You know what I mean? You see, I thought it was a big Hot Wheel in a box or something. You feel me? So when I got it to the house, I seen it was a million pieces, and I'm like, oh nah, I don't think I'll be able to do this one. So it sat in my closet for many years, and that stuck with me, that model car. So like I was telling the brother T before the podcast, uh, I started from watching the Ice Cube. Today was a Good Day video, and that green Impala in
Mm,
there. And I couldn't, man.
hmm
Every time I saw that Impala the AMT, the blue one, and I was in Walmart and kept walking past, the model cars, and I seen that Impala and it latched on. And one day I said, you know what, I'm gonna get that Impala and I'm gonna build that Ice Cube. Today was a good day version. And I took it to the house, bought a can of spray paint, and like I was telling the brother earlier, with my first glue was the testers, the orange bottle. And I bought that, you know what I mean? And I built it. I ain't built it exactly like it was, but you know, I got close to it. And I actually turned it into a three-wheel motion, you know what I mean? Because it got the metal with stick
Axle,
that you
yeah.
put, yeah, the metal axle. So you can just tweak it and stick it through there, and it's gonna look like it's on three-wheel motion just off that. So that was my first kit. But at the same time, it kept me out of a lot of trouble because I was in a youth program, and I always was getting in trouble, always getting in trouble. You know what I mean? And that was the only thing that calmed me down and helped me get through that program, was building model cars. Because once my counselor realized, since you've been building the model cars, man, you know what I mean? You've been kind of cool, been chill. You know, maybe that's your key. And I stuck with it. And I actually started a model car program in the program I was in, because the counselor seen how much it helped me, and he was just trying to bring it to the other youths that was in the program. And I started a club. I graduated from the program and got older, you know, and forgot about the model cars, not really tripped off of them, you know what I mean? And then the pandemic happened, you know what I mean? And my uncle at my grandmother's funeral, you know what I mean? And that's another thing. All these things happen at real crucial times in my life, and model cars kind of brought
Right.
me out that darkness, you know what I mean? And
Right.
I just got back
So
in.
so
Yes.
Go ahead. I ain't saying that. I'm
so
just saying that's what's up. Finish
so
what you're
so
doing,
so
JT.
your first the first kit that you got, you didn't build, but the second one you made it a lowrider, like with
No,
no
my actually
experience.
first, yeah, exactly. I just knew how to
Oh
color
wow,
it,
wow,
you
okay.
know what I mean? The color of the car, and it was the three-wheel motion. Once I realized I could put it on three-wheel motion, I'm like, okay, you know, but it was, to me, it probably, right, like if I was to see that car right now and be like, oh no, this was horrible. But at that time, it was exactly the same, you know what I mean? It was I did the best, you know what I mean? And it helped me
Right,
a lot.
right.
I built that, then I built the Minister Society one, them 5.0. You know,
Okay.
everything I seen on
The green,
TV,
the
I
green one,
start, yeah, the green one.
the cane
I,
Yeah,
joint.
that's the one I.
yeah, the cane,
Oh
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Because,
yeah.
because at that time,
Hey, so
that
that's
was, was that, I can't hear you. I said, was that,
yeah. The
JT.
connection is bad. Yeah,
oh,
can you hear me?
There you
yeah, I can hear
go.
you. Yeah. But yeah, though, at
The,
that
the,
time, today was a good day in Men's Society. That was the things that was going on right there. That was came out at the same time. So that got me interested in building these cars. And as the years got, you know what I mean, start going, you know, we got older, start getting into other things. And at the pandemic happened, and my grandma passed away, you know what I mean? She made it to be 100, so that was a blessing, you know what I mean? So, but my uncle, he knew I was into model cars, and he was like, man, I got a model car kit sitting here, man. I was wondering, are you still build model cars? I ain't built the model cars since like 95. This 2002, I mean this 2000. So I'm like, yeah, man, you know what I mean? I've been thinking about it. And that's the cool thing about it. You know how we always think about something? I'm like, you know what? I want to build model cars, but I'm in San Francisco. All the hobby shops, they only got Gundams and stuff out here. They ain't really got too many
Right.
cars. So I never could find one, and it was just a thought. But when at the funeral, my uncle gave me the kit and gave me the tester's paint. You know what I mean? And I knew exactly what to do with it. I'm like, man, but it's set on my table for a good 2 years to 2002, 2022. It sat on my table, you know what I mean? But I started watching model car videos. Once I looked at it, then I'm like, man, let me see what YouTube got on model car videos. And I started watching Glenn's models and I started watching Glenn's models. And matter of fact, I wrote everybody's name up here on the board. Like when I first started, literally when I first started, I wrote everybody's name up here. Custom who was it, man? You know me. Craig's Corner was like the first channel I watched.
That was one of the first
You-
ones I started watching too.
yeah, you know
Yeah.
what I mean.
Shout out Craig
Project O,
Corner.
I was watching. I started watching first. The bearded guy Jeff, that was one of the first
Yeah.
stations I started watching. You know what I mean. It was like so them couple stations, channels I was watching. It just got me in deeper and deep. Next thing you know, I'd start seeing more brothers and more brothers and more brothers. I'm like, man, you know what? Let me build this model car. And this one was the first one I built. That's it. This was 68 Charger.
I
And
remember
like I
I
say,
remember you showing that, yeah.
yeah, I took the engine out because I got so many engines over here. I was displaying some things. I'm gonna show y'all that too.
Hey
But
Leon,
Is that
and you know
yes,
that
sir.
was actually my very first build as well.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's
That
so
was
like
is that the Reveal kit? Is that the 68
yeah,
Reveal? Okay.
yeah,
that's the
The 2
68
in 1.
Reveal, the two
Okay.
in one. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so I built that, and I really, you know what I mean? Like I said, if you look at the paint job, it's black, gray, blue, because I just took the paints and I tried a hydro dip. That's when you spray the paint in the bucket and then you
Mm-hmm.
dip
Right,
it. I tried to do that with it.
right,
I'm like, you know, when, because I'm just from the
right.
gate, I said, I'm with these colors, man. I got to have them fancy colors, some, you know what I mean? But yeah, and I just got back into building model cars, watching all these videos and getting all this information because I didn't know about the paints. You know what I mean? I didn't know nothing about the glues. I was a square to all this model car, how big it was, but I always
Right.
had a passion for it. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Yeah, so
Man,
you definitely have grown a lot. I mean, it's I mean your work has improved a whole lot, you know,
man,
versus
man,
when you first started. I remember, you know, when you first came to the community, you know, you didn't even have a lot of subscribers, you know, you were still learning, asking for it. But I was on the same track. I haven't been
exactly.
doing it but 2 years, you know, so and I was like, you know, I'm watching your video. I'm like, cause I want to build a lowrider, and like you say, that
Yeah,
car from Memphis to Society. I bought a kit to build that, you know.
yeah,
But as a lowrider that I'm working on right now, like the one for your group build, man, that's my first one. I love lowriders.
hey,
Now I want to do a replica of the one Cube had on Boys in the Hood. I want
yeah,
to
the
do a
gold one.
replica. Yeah, I want to do a replica of the Cadillac that Snoop had in the movie The Wash. You
Yeah.
know, so
Oh yeah.
I got a lot on my list for
I
that right
love
now,
doing
man.
I love doing movie replicas, man. I love
Yeah.
doing
Yeah,
movie replicas, man.
yeah.
Cause
So like
not to cut
even
y'all off, not to cut y'all off. My son is watching the show. He just said, "Tell y'all what's up." Y'all see, that's my son
What's
right there. He
going
got
on,
his
my
hey,
man?
phone
What's
with
going
what's up,
on?
man? What's going
his
on,
name.
man?
Hey,
Man.
Man,
that's
That's
man,
right.
what's going on?
he
Y'all
always
make sure to
supporting.
subscribe to that brother page too. You know what I mean?
That's my
That's right.
biggest fan, man. That's my son, man. They say what's
That's
up,
right.
man.
That's
Yeah.
what's up, man. So this is I sit back and it's sitting in my dehydrator, but you know, I like the way it sits. So I'm constantly always pulling it out, looking at it, you know what I'm saying? Because I think it's got a few flaws in the paint, but you know, it's just you know, I just like the way it sit. I like the way it look. It's a low rider, you know, so it looks that
Yeah.
way, you know. So I'm going to I'll finish it soon, man. But I got a list of bills that I want to do for as low rider. So like I told
Oh,
you once before, you'll be the guy I go to, you
oh,
know,
man,
for
it's all
tips.
good, man.
Yes,
It's
sir.
all
Yes,
good.
sir. Yes, sir.
And another thing is like maybe I know I probably would never be able to afford any of these cars, but I'll be able to at least build one and have it
Mm-hmm.
where it's like, you know what I mean? It's like having a Hot Wheel. All we can do is just have that car of the Hot Wheel, but now we can create that car that we
Uh-huh.
want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially like the brother T say, he about to start this 3D. I'm like, man, that's what I'm talking about because you can
Mm-hmm.
get all the pieces you want. You know, I might want them 12s in the back. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
All
You know,
So
right.
we was talking about that earlier. Me and T was discussing that earlier about the you know, the kits that you can't find, you know, like all
Yeah,
the actual G bodies, like Pontiac, the
yeah,
Grand Prix,
yeah.
the Regal, you know, you could
Yeah,
find
that
it, but I
Grand
mean,
National.
yeah, but
They gon'
they got the kit, but it's hard to find, or either you're gonna pay a
yeah,
good price for it
It's
versus
definitely
exactly,
hard to find.
print it yourself. Uh,
exactly.
Right.
you know, you got all sorts of body styles. You know, you got the slant back Cadillac, you got
Yeah.
the two door 79 coupe. I like the two door 79 coupe
You
more than
know
I
which
like
one I want is
the
the
Fleetwood coupe.
Barrettes. I want the
Yeah.
Yeah,
Barrettes.
yeah,
See, they
yeah,
ain't even
yeah,
got the
yeah,
Barrettes. I want the
yeah.
Barrettes though.
Yeah, the
You know, I
I
want to
Barrettes,
want
they
make
damn
that
that.
handy.
before in the back.
And I
Yeah,
want that
like the one
T-shirt
shot dog
caddy,
had.
man. That drop
Yeah,
top
yeah,
T-shirt caddy.
yeah. Matter of
Yeah.
I
fact, I believe
definitely
somebody
want
in
that.
I think Milwaukee just made like he got it rebuilt. He just got
hmm
that Barrett's
Yeah, I
rebuilt.
saw that. I
Yeah.
saw
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
I
I
yeah,
saw
think that
that.
was I think that was here in
That
Huntsville when
all
they.
white one.
yeah,
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 yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. They put some I forgot what kind of wheels they had on there. I think some they had some Dayton's on there, I know, but it
yeah,
was
It was
they like
definitely some days.
they're like 23 22s, I
He-
mean, I think so.
yeah. They
Yeah.
he put the bigger rims on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. I need some big rims, man. And ain't too many people online that got them. They got them, but they be trying to tax. And I'll be like, I don't like the way they looking. You know what I mean? I want to put my color on it. You know, because they got them, but they already kind of made. Like they be the gold look cheap. You know what I mean?
hmm
So
Yeah,
I'm
so
like,
I'd rather you paint your own than me do it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because
exactly.
it might not be the exact weight, color, or whatever that you want. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
exactly.
it's best to just ship them and let them paint them themselves. Like, cause
Yeah,
I don't. The only thing I like really buying is Dayton's off like line or something. Like them
yeah,
Dayton's
hmm
be
yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
Like
Pegasus got some good
yeah,
ones. I like
Pegasus.
Pegasus.
I fuck with
Yeah,
Pegasus. Like
yeah,
I do.
Yeah.
yeah,
I got my first set from a guy named Gavin. He's over in I want to say he's in Germany, I believe, but I mean the wheels. That's the ones that's on here, man. They look so. I ordered a pair of KMCs too, so I can make
yeah,
the little low rider pickup truck with a diamond in the back window.
Right.
yeah,
But man, it's a little pricey because you're gonna pay about $35 for it for a set,
yeah,
you know, plus the shipping. But I mean, they well worth it, man. Like if you
yeah,
use Rebel Chrome, you know, even after Rebel Chrome has cured a while, if you handle it, it still kind of dulls out just a little bit, you know.
yeah,
But with
yeah,
these wheels here, I don't know what he do to them, but you know, it's you can clean them and everything. They're just like actual chrome wheels. They not gonna dull out, you know. So
yeah. Exactly.
more than
Like these
likely,
right here. These come from MCV. He's starting to make the D's now. So
oh yeah, yeah, I saw
I'm
those.
about
Yeah,
I'm about to get a couple more orders of these. I need some more of these, but because I'll be able to paint them my way, and he did a great job with these. I'm looking at them because I've
yeah,
seen
they do.
some, and I'm like, they look generic. They don't look
hmm
like, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, that'd be the get down that a lot of companies don't make the exact, like some swingers. We was talking about swingers, and I see one person on eBay that sells some, but I want some long ones, some show ones, you know what I mean? And they don't have that variety, you know.
Well, I've seen a few people that do make them, but the Vogues don't look right. You know, you got
Yeah,
the Vogues don't look right at all. So I can't. That's why I have never bought a set because the Vogues didn't look right. Now I
yeah,
saw somebody. I think I have a screenshot of it to where somebody showed me a site you can go on, and they actually look pretty good. I just wasn't willing to pay the price right then and there because
exactly.
but they do look more authentic than the other stuff I have seen. Now, me
Yeah,
personally, I'm not a big fan of the long swingers. I'm OG style, so I like to keep it OG. You
yeah.
know,
I feel you.
so yeah, but that's a good thing too. If I can find somebody to print them, that's exactly what they'll be. They won't be the real long ones, just straight OG
Exactly.
style. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Just that little
Yeah.
touch, because I know you go to the model shows, and it be the same. I'll be looking at, I'll be like, only thing is different is the color. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? On the
Yeah.
card. You know what I mean? So that part
So,
gives you your unique.
Leo, what would you give somebody that's into model cars that just maybe want to build one model car just for their person? What kind of advice would you give to them?
Well, for one, I would say you got to be passionate about it because you'll get frustrated real fast. You know what I mean? Because sometime it ain't gonna turn out the way you want it to turn out. But you know what I
Right.
mean? Is the biggest thing is you
Right.
gotta love it. This is not a chore. Nobody's making you do this. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you just got to keep in your mind that you know what I mean. I'm here to have fun. That's
Right.
it. I'm just here to have
That's
fun,
the main
enjoy
that's the
myself.
main thing, man. And
Yeah,
frustration gonna come. You just gotta
it's
know how to
gonna come.
deal with it. Cause if you
Yeah.
Yeah,
prepare before it come, cause like I only had like two breakdowns where I, slammed
yeah,
stuff and broke stuff. And then I
yeah,
got to say,
yeah,
then my wife came in and said, just step away for a day or two and then come
yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Like,
exactly.
wouldn't that
We
be
act like we
better?
can't step away.
Yeah,
And
you gotta
that's
take a
what
break.
I've been doing every time. If I get pissed,
Yeah,
I'm gone.
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll come back
you
a
gotta
couple of
take a
more
break.
days or whatever. But
Yeah,
that's
you
some
exactly.
gotta.
good advice. Just keep it to have fun. I say, yeah,
Yeah,
I enjoy it. I
man.
enjoy it.
Is that
Hmm.
But
I'm having
what
fun, man.
what I do is I plan first.
Yes, exactly,
I
exactly. You
plan
got to
first
play.
so I won't have and like they say, test fitting will save
Yeah,
you a lot of drama.
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
Look at this. This one right here. This the last one was the demon. If I this engine fits, but if you look at the bottom, see if you can see the bottom of it. I had to cut all this out
Right,
to get the engine in there. You know what I mean? Because I didn't test fit. I just thought,
Mm.
right,
okay, I'll be able to put this engine up in there. And
right.
once I got the engine done and placed in there, the body was sitting up like this. I'm like, nah, that's not gonna work.
Yeah,
That's not
and
gonna work.
test fitting is the key, man.
So
Yeah.
I
You
had to
got
go
to.
back
I
and
learned
cut.
that from the other guys. Like you, it's called 10 Question to a Modeler
Yeah,
over there. Jeff them, I mean, Fred them over there. At, uh, what is
was
called
that got
Jordan?
fuse?
What's his name?
Was it?
Fred.
Yeah, Fred Henry.
Yeah, Fred Henry. Man, I like that
Yeah,
guy there. He
yeah,
gives some good
exactly.
information, and all the guys that be with him, they give great
Oh yeah,
information, bro.
like I say,
Yeah, you're right.
I
Yeah.
man, I got so deep up in it. Like I'm like I work at night. You know what I mean? I'm like a monitor, so I sit back and I just monitor the environment that they got me in, and I sit. Basically, they pay me to watch YouTube, and that's how I look at it. So I sit there watch y'all videos all night, catch up on
Right.
everything. You know what I
Ain't
mean?
ain't nothing
And
wrong with that.
man, it got some brothers in this community, man. That's amazing. Like with especially
I'm just, I'm just
man,
waiting till I meet somebody that send me some kits or something, man.
man, you know what I mean?
I
It's
don't
like
got none, Joe. I'm like, I'm
man,
over here bald headed. I'm thinking, man, I can't wait till I meet me a friend because what's his name at Ox? What's his name?
ox, yeah,
Jason.
ox, yeah,
Man,
blue
he get
Blue
ox.
Ox.
kids from everywhere, man. They just
Oh
send them
yeah.
to
Oh
him.
yeah. Oh
They
yeah.
love Jason.
I said, I can't
Everybody
wait
Yeah.
till I
love
meet
Yeah.
Jason. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I
right.
like
Jason.
his.
Man,
I
Jason
love
is
his
another channel
attitude.
that.
Shout out to Jason, man.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's another channel that I started watching. I started by watching Angelo's Workbench, then Craig's Corner, because those
yeah,
are
Right,
two videos I was learning how to build that 442. So I
right.
was
yeah,
looking at both of their channels. Um, and then I went on from there to Jason's channel, and it just went from there, man. And it was I've never imagined the community being the way it is right now, because when somebody say model cars, you think about shit. Well, it's just a model car. I didn't
yeah,
know it was this big to where they have
exactly.
shows and stuff, you know. And I was afraid to post the video when I first started because of the internet. The internet is crazy.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
people get
uh,
ignorant on the internet, man, and it's like I was looking for negativity, because I knew
Yeah.
my models. I just started off. I knew my models wasn't all that good, but I was just starting out, So I thought it was gonna be crazy, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
And that just
exactly.
made me go from there and and keep posting, keep building, and it's where I am now, and like you say, it's relaxing, But if you get to like me, I haven't done nothing in about 2 weeks. This the only thing I have done in 2 weeks
Yeah.
is this. Okay,
Oh man.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
and you did a great
So
job, bro.
Yes,
You
you
did
hey,
a
did.
great
You cut that
job,
I
out. You
man.
appreciate
did
you,
that.
man.
You take
And
your time. It always come out how you want it, man.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
I stripped the Nova down last night, and I used
Show
the
them what you
citrus.
use. Show them what you
Yeah.
use, man. Show them
Yeah.
what you use, man. Like this, what
Yes.
I use, people. This what
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
use, people. That citrus strip. Show them how you strip it. Show them the card gear. Show them
So
the
so
card
Exactly. Yeah.
gear, man. Hey,
so
man, that's
I used a
good.
brush. So what happened was
Uh,
so Duplicolor. I mostly use Duplicolor, right?
right,
And Duplicolor is hard as hell to try to strip. Okay, you
right.
have to wait days. Even if you put it in the purple power, you still got to wait days. With
I
this,
told.
I put it
What?
on there and it
What happened?
started bubbling up
What
in
happened?
about 20 to 30 minutes. It was
What?
coming out. Yeah,
What?
yeah,
I told people. I told people.
yeah, yeah.
Where
Get
that?
this, Home Depot. You can buy this at Home Depot. It's the
Where
best.
that?
Make sure you put a mask on when you get ready to use it, and you need gloves
Where that?
on. Yeah, it's the
This
best.
stuff here, guys, is amazing.
Yeah, you won't have to wait a long time for it to. You just spread it on there, and it crinkles up, and you have to scrape it off. You can get a toothbrush, and it comes right off. Sometimes you have to. In my case, I had to put another layer on there, which is cool.
Yeah,
But
it's
my
cool.
big my big thing was it got done right then and there. I didn't have to
It
wait no
got
2 or 3
done
days.
right then and
Yeah,
there. I told you I
yeah,
wasn't lying. That
yeah,
that that citrus strip is amazing, man.
yeah, yeah.
I done tried it all. Brake fluid,
Yeah, I
whatever.
heard about all
I
that.
done
Yeah.
tried it all.
Hey,
But
I
that
had some
citrus strip,
paint remover. I melted. That's how I melted my van. I put paint remover on there. I'm thinking I spray paint this paint remover. It's just gonna slide right off.
yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
even the plastic started bubbling on me. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Yeah,
that
but
you
this
can't put.
stuff will not harm plastic. Your plastic won't warp or none of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of
Because
that.
everything is straight on this body, man. Nothing.
See, look how you strip that
Yeah.
body, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I just gave it a final saying. I didn't worry about anything that was up under here. That
Yeah.
don't
Nah,
really
you
matter. You're
don't
not gonna be
really
able to
gotta
see it
worry
no
about
way.
that.
Nah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
what's up, man. I'm glad I put you to that. I ain't know you
yeah,
was gonna
man.
use it though.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
You know,
Because
cause
I
I
had some
still
issues
got
going on with
I got
that.
a brand new thing of purple power right there. But you know what I started doing with that? I just wash my parts in it. Like when I
Oh
first
yeah,
opened the
yeah.
box, I wash my parts in that purple power, get all that grease and whatever on it, get it up off there.
I bought mine by the big jug.
Yeah, I
You
Oh
got a
know.
man,
big
hold on.
jug
Yeah.
Hold
over
on.
there too.
Give me one minute. People pulling out jugs. I'll be right back. I got jugs too. You know what I mean? I got jugs. Don't leave me out of it, man. You know what I
Nah,
mean?
we ain't gonna
I
leave you
got them
out.
too.
This all about you, man.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
man, you know
Yes,
what I mean?
sir.
This
Yeah.
all about you right now. You know
Oh
what I
man. I
mean?
appreciate
Yeah,
it, man.
Okay,
I
yeah.
appreciate it.
I got a question for you, man.
Oh yes, sir.
What is the kit that you would just keep doing over and over again?
The
Like
64 Impala.
your
The
favorite
64.
kit. What
The six.
the low rider joint?
Yeah, because I can make that a fast car. Because the 64 was the first muscle car. So I
Yeah,
can make it a muscle car. I can make it a drag car. I can make it a low rider. I can make it a dunk. I can make it so many ways that it's like I can never get tired of making it. And I can change the color on it. You know what I
Right.
mean? So that car right there, that is my favorite. Like fell in love with that car, and ever since then, you know what I mean. I got a crazy dog, Bella. Bella, calm down. Yeah,
And
she look out that
Larry
window.
said Larry said he used Citrus Strip on what now where Larry's at? Here you go right here. Larry said he used Citrus Strip on Hot Wheels.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy.
I got a few
I
Hot Wheels I want to try. I'm gonna take my hand and see if I can rebuild and paint a
I
Hot
was
Wheel.
just
So
I was just so happened to be in Home Depot one day, and I'm like, man, this Citrus Strip, man, I'm trying to find somewhere I ain't got to be smelling nothing, or my
Yeah,
hands be messed up or something like that, cause you know I hate for have on rubber gloves and my hands still get messed up.
yeah,
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 It don't make
exactly.
sense, you know what I mean?
yeah.
So
So
I read that and it was like, man, let me try this, man. Man, best thing I ever ran into, man.
yeah,
But Larry, yeah, we appreciate y'all, man. All you people out there, let's get a little shout out to these people right quick. We got
And make sure y'all share this. You know what I mean? Subscribe to everybody page on this platform, please. You know what I mean? And
yep.
yeah,
So we
we
got
got
some love.
we got
yeah,
we got Randy, we got Larry. Shout out to the bearded guy. He's
yes. Hey
watching.
Jeff, what's
The
going
Kevin
beer
on,
got
Jeff?
Jeff Lawless.
Kevin's
Okay.
hobby time. He's out there.
Yeah.
Who else we got, man? We got the modeling hermit. We got him in the building. Dream big, build small is in the building, man.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Big
yeah.
stop scale modeling garage. Man, we want to thank all y'all for tuning in, man.
Tuning
This
in,
is the
yeah.
Yes,
Fruit
yes.
Crazy Podcast every
The
other
first one.
Saturday at 6 o'clock, man. Follow us, man. That's my boy JT to my left. That's JT over at I Need My Garage Time, and my boy Model Car 1589.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
know, man.
so
You
so
know.
Let's get back to the questions, baby.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
yeah, but since you picked the 64, I picked it up, right? I picked
Yeah.
it up. As y'all saw my 64 I built. And if you didn't, let me grab it right quick. You know what I mean? Like this, I will build you right. I would build that over and over.
it's a
So
nice
Y'all
hit.
see?
yeah,
Yeah.
the body is
There's so
right.
much you can do to it. Yeah.
So much you
There's
could do
so
to
much
it.
you could do to this thing, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
plus, you can many colors, whatever
Yeah.
color, how many stripes, whatever what you want to do with them. You know what I mean?
You
That's
can
So
have
what
a
let
I
million of
like
them
that.
sitting on the table and they all could look different.
They all
yeah.
can look different, man. And
Yeah.
So
that that reveal custom caddy low rider.
oh
Yeah.
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 I built it too. Yeah.
Yeah. You did for
Yeah.
Big Poe. I seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite ones, man. That was one of my favorite builds
That's
of
why
all
that's
time.
why I
Yeah.
built mine. When I seen
Yeah.
you build yours, I said, oh, I gotta build one. That's why if you see it got the swingers on it and it got
Yeah.
the neon lights in the
Oh
back,
yeah.
I said
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
gotta put
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
Texas swing to it. You
And
know
see,
what I
I
mean?
couldn't find I couldn't find none at the time when I found some, but it wasn't going to look right. So I just went ahead and used the stock wheels for it, that, or the spokes that came with it. You
Okay.
know, but I put a lot of. It was a lot of man. It was a lot of um, it was a lot of love I put in that bill, man, because
Yeah. And
Man, hey,
you know that was one of my favorite rappers. You know,
yeah.
and he was
Yeah.
local. And when I used to see him a lot when I moved to Houston, but
Mhm.
as you know, within the past, as time went on, I was able to interact with him here and there. You know, I'll see him at the store. He'll come by where I work, or
Yeah.
I'll just run into him in different places. I knew him. He knew who I was. So that meant a lot to me.
yeah,
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
like I said, on Father's Day of what year? I think it was like 2 years ago, maybe. He passed away on stage. He passed doing what he loved doing, which was
I
with the
remember
mic
that.
in his hand.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of it was a lot. I had one of my best friends. He called me. He said, "Man," he say, I got a question for you. I said, what? He say, which one of those cars you gonna build in the memory of Big Pokey? And I said, man, you know me though. You know that's what I'm finna do. So that's what I did. I dropped everything that I was doing, man, at the time, and I got started on that Cadillac
Yeah,
immediately, man. And it's got the picture in the trunk, it's got the Cadillac up under the hood, it's got the
yeah,
Cadillac down on the floorboard of it. So that's like one of my favorite ones. It's on top of the shelf right now. It's
Yeah,
not coming out the case. I'm,
and
I'm
this
scared. I'm scared to touch it. You know. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
hey,
Yeah. I'm scared
but
exactly.
to touch it.
I got a favorite. I got a favorite idea, man. I'm trying to come across it. I don't I don't know what happened to her, and then I'm really pissed. I really hate to even look at the picture because I done this when Kobe Bryant died in that accident, man.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
did a Kobe Bryant caddy, man, and I
Okay. Yeah.
dedicated to him, man. Him and his
Wow.
daughter. And
Yeah.
bro, when I talk about, let y'all see a picture of this thing. Let y'all see a picture of this thing. Where I'm at? Where we at? Oh,
So while you're looking for that, T, I got a question for you, man. That 6'4" you just showed. How did you do the gold trimming, like for the bumpers and stuff?
how did I do the gold trimming?
Yeah.
It ain't gonna let me show you. I guess it's too many. How I do the gold trimming on what?
On that Impala you just showed not too long ago. Didn't
That
it
is
have? Didn't it have?
a chrome marker. I mean
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
that is a chrome
chrome pen.
a
Yeah.
chrome
Like the,
Oh wow.
or base
Okay.
thing. These is just like the Molotov pen.
yeah,
Okay.
I got a couple of those. The brother, one team garage, Ed, he sent me one.
And because it seemed like every time I spray paint something, it don't come out the gold that I want.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Like I got
But that was actually did by these though from a family from Dollar Tree. These little gold little markers from
Man,
Dollar Tree
it
yeah,
comes
looked
out
good.
like water. Like
yeah.
I ain't never seen a cheap marker
I
do
had
that
one.
type of work, man. They got
Yeah,
silver and gold.
yeah. This one's a white one. I got a white one because I be using that one. You know what I mean? There's a few colors, you know what I mean, it's good for them pins that you could put the little detail on the engine, small little parts. You know what I mean?
Oh
Let it
yeah.
drip, take the
Right.
paintbrush and tighten things up. You know, like
Yeah,
man.
I use those the Zoet chrome markers. They're a little bit they dry quicker than Melitol and they last a little bit longer. So I use those let me see if I
Oh,
put them in.
here go the caddy right here, man.
Oh yeah, you did nice with that.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Here go the caddy
Oh
right
yeah.
here, man. And he got Black Mamba on the seats.
Yeah, that's a
It look
bad kit, man. I like that kit, man.
See, I put a little, you know what I'm saying, the TV in the back. This was my name on the license plate. You know what I'm
So
saying?
so so that's similar to what I did with the Cadillac. It's like almost the same setup. I got a
mm-mm.
picture
Yeah.
down in the bottom, and then I got one at the top on the trunk. Yeah,
Don't you know
yeah.
the
I
Exactly.
like
Nike
I like that.
the Nike symbol on his Nikes?
Hmm.
Yeah.
It got that Black Mamba symbol, but the snake Black Mamba is going around them. It's on the seats, bro.
How you
Okay.
do that?
I made my own decals. See, when I have my printer, when I get another printer, I can make my own decals. I buy the paper and I print them on there. You just
Yeah, and
got to know
that's
between what you use with clear when you use clear decal solution or the white background on it. Sometimes you got to use the white background. Sometimes you use the clear one.
So what
So
about the sizing? How did you get the sizing to where
okay,
you just
this you measure it. You measure it with which every model should have one. If not a ruler, you got one of these I forgot what you call them.
Oh yeah, I got one of those too. Yeah.
These
Oh yeah,
can't go
yeah.
wrong.
Can't go wrong.
Can't go
Man.
wrong. I'll put that boy on the seat, and then I
Mm,
made it just a little bit under there. It went right and can't print it out perfect.
exactly.
Every model what she had, well, I forgot the name, mom, and I ain't finna stress myself about it neither.
exactly. Oh, matter of fact,
But yeah, I did that Kobe Caddy, man. I did like 3 Cadillacs, man, and I ain't got none one of them. I did 3 Dunks, I ain't got none one of them. Like, cause
You know,
my models used to sit around the house,
yeah.
and I had kids at the time when I first started, so they was
yeah,
messing with it.
I hear a lot of people saying that they bills from a long time ago they don't know where they is and they got lost and and stuff like that. But uh, man, I pretty much got all mine except the ones I built for somebody. And when my dad came not too long ago, I gave him like 3 of them, and he got them displayed up right now. So I probably, if somebody was to ask me for one, I probably would give it up. It just depends on which one it is.
Yeah,
Because I don't have a lot of room here to do it right now. I got my case in my case. I got an old stereo case, Pioneer stereo case, and that's what most of them are in now. And I got some right here in front of me, but other than that, man, I don't have a lot of room to keep them. So if somebody would say, "Hey, man, let me have this," hey, take it. Hell, I can build it again. The only one I'm not giving away is my very first one that I built, which was the 442 in that Grand National. I got a few of them I'm not gonna give away, but other than that, hey,
P, what is your
man.
email address again? I'm trying to see in these pictures.
Who mine's?
Yeah.
Mine's is you can send them to either spookcrazy at gmail.com, or you can send them to I rather it don't matter. Spookcrazy.com.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
I mean
because
not .com, I mean gmail.com.
yeah,
Spookcrazy at
I got you.
gmail.com. Yeah,
All
that'll
right.
okay.
come to
Trying to do
I'm
that.
I'm new to this, so I'm just not seeing everybody come in. Kevin and Randy and Jeff
yeah,
and
yeah. You can
yeah,
look at
yeah,
the
I can see that
comments in
now.
the
Yeah,
corner, man.
Send a shout out to
yeah,
everybody because mine actually went live, so I'm live on my platform too right now. So shout
Exactly.
out
okay,
to everybody that's on Model Car 1589 platform that's watching live. I think I got 10 people in right now watching live. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
We
yeah. I'm not
appreciate you
able.
all, man.
I'm not able to see. I'm not able to log in. I guess I don't have an account. Uh, but I will have one set up for the next time. So I see my name in the comments. Thank you all for joining and shouting out. Yeah, we got a lot of people in here.
Yeah, we
That's
do, and we appreciate you all, man. And for my
Benny,
boy Kevin Hobby Time, you absolutely right. Any chemical, any chemical that you using on a model can destroy it
yeah,
if
too
if
much.
you leave it in
if
there
you
too
do too
long.
much, yeah,
Like
yeah.
when I do
Oh,
my 3D print and I clean them in the alcohol, I made a mistake and left some in there overnight, and it just messed up the texture and everything. So mostly you gotta watch it. Like if you're
yeah,
dealing with any type of chemicals, you have to watch it. I mean, but that's great. That's great info, Kevin. We appreciate that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But
So
yeah,
pit stop model garage. That's Vinny. So
mhm.
Vinny has a group build going on right now, which is I'm going to jump in it soon. It's a I think it's a first gen Camaro group
You
build.
pop that up
Y-
there.
Y'all know I love Camaros, so I'm definitely going to. If y'all love Camaros, y'all go ahead and get with Vinny and join that group build. I see a lot of people joining it.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Camaro.
yeah, it's a Camaro group
Man,
build.
I
So I think
want
it's
to
the
do a
first gen.
Camaro so bad, man.
Yeah.
I want to do
Man,
one so
I
bad,
keep ending
man.
up with Firebirds. I got 3
Oh,
Firebirds sitting here.
I had the Smokey and the Bandit joint.
Yeah, that's the one I want. But I
So they
end
got
up with man, the Smokey and the Bandit, the
I had the Smokey and
Dukes
the
of
Bandit
Hazzard,
joint.
the Knight Rider, the Ghostbuster. Them all kits I gotta build. I gotta build, all them 80s movie kits. I
yeah.
gotta
So
get that one too.
Hobby Lobby has the big scale of that Smokey the Bandit, that Trans
Yeah,
Am. Hobby Lobby has the big scale of it. It's all the way at
yeah,
the bottom. You'll see it. I think it's like $40 maybe. But you get
okay.
40% off on the week that it's 40% off. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
And
exactly.
speaking of TV cars, man, I gotta build that Monte
That
Carlo
go,
that
that go
oh
mine
yeah,
right
see,
there.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you can eat that.
yeah.
Yeah, that go mine right there. I
I
did.
gotta build that Monte Carlo that Samuel L. Jackson was driving in what
Training
movie
day.
was that?
No,
No,
that ain't
Yeah,
training day. Shaft,
yeah,
and Shaq.
shaft.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
shaft.
that
want to
boy
build
was
I
nasty.
want to build that boy so bad. Yeah,
Ooh, Shaq.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Now
boy was
it's a guy on Instagram that built the '79 Monte Carlo that Denzel was driving in Training Day,
Yeah,
and
I seen
oh,
that. Matter of fact, he did it for
yeah,
my
I ain't think
the
that one. He
yeah.
had the
lowrider
three
group bill.
bullet holes in the
hmm
window.
Yeah,
In
the
the
brother
trunk,
did
in
it
the
for the
window,
group bill.
yeah.
He put the
Uh-huh.
three with
He
yeah, yeah. He
yeah.
Yeah,
stopped.
He even wrecked up the trunk. You remember when the back of it got hit and it
Yeah,
crinkled up the trunk. He even
yeah.
did that too. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that's
And see,
nice. That's nice.
that was one of my things for getting into the hobby was to build my favorite car, and then I started getting ideas to start building uh, replicas of cars that was in my favorite movies or my family members had. But unfortunately, I hadn't got that far with it yet to do that. But I got a group build that's coming up that I will be announcing as soon as I get the thumbnail for it, the image for it. I'll be hosting it, but it's to it's for that reason to build replicas of your past or whatever out of a movie or whatever. So it's gonna be a good group build. So y'all just make sure y'all stay tuned and keep a lookout for that. And then also the 50s and 60s on Steelers group build will start again on May 14th. And
okay.
I got a reason behind I chose that date is because May 14th, 2014 is the day I got injured. So and that was life changing. So now uh, how I deal with what I got going on. I come out here in the garage, and it kind of helps me sometimes to keep my mind off of the pain that I go through. You know, and I don't know if y'all remember that video that the community question: how does modeling help?
Yeah,
Has modeling help you? And a lot of people
yeah,
responded to it. So I explained all that in that video. You know,
Well,
when I had done that and I
and
did that video.
I know y'all probably tired of me explaining.
it's all good,
Hey,
man.
for
Everybody got to
real.
know sometimes you got to update things, you know what I mean? So ain't
Yeah,
nothing wrong with keep explaining why you love this hobby so much.
yeah,
You know
for
what I
real.
mean?
Yeah,
Because I'll let you know I love it, man. And another thing I
Yeah,
like about
yeah,
it is I got something to leave. You know what I mean? Because with my kids, because I'm passing these on. Like I was
oh
telling the
yeah,
yeah.
brother
Me
T
too.
earlier,
Me too.
I'm building a cable car, the San Francisco cable car,
oh
trolley
yeah.
car. So, and that's something passionate. I'm about to build that for my father-in-law. You know what I mean? Because he works for the transit company for. He retired from it, so that's gonna be
Oh,
something
okay.
that I give to him. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
Because he
yeah.
he he drove them things for like 20 years. You know what I mean? So for me to build something that he drove and to give it to him, and you know what I mean, I know that's something that's gonna hit him in the heart. You know what I mean? So that's one of the kits besides a model car that I'm building right now. That I'm about to start working on. You know what I mean? Because
That's what's up, man.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
That's what.
Vinny, I see the question, Vinny, about who when you say who is JT? That's me. I'm JT.
nah, the
JT is in
man in
the
the
middle.
middle.
The man in the middle is JT. The
Yeah,
man all the way to your left, way to your left, or my left is Leon from Model Car 1589, and I'm your boy T from Model Out Customs, man. Hey, shout out to y'all all, man. These are my buddies here, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, thank
These
Oh
God.
are
yeah.
my
You
buddies
know what I
here, man.
mean?
They keep it 100, man.
Man,
So,
exactly.
Leon, it's a question. It's a question I had, and I knew I was gonna forget. I should have wrote them down. Trying to be a hard head, trying
It's
to
all
be a
good,
hard
man.
head and remember stuff on my own. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But we was talking about before we got on. How did this model really save your life? How did this modeling thing really save your life,
Exactly. Like exactly, brother. Man. This, like I say, I was a trouble kid. You know what I mean? I didn't know where to put my energy. I had a whole bunch of energy with no direction. And this just building models kept me grounded. You know what I mean? Kept me out the way. I wasn't distracted by nothing else that was going on around me. It just kept me in my little bubble, in my circle, and it got me so far. You know what I mean? And it helped me just to understand patience. You know what I mean? Where everybody said, you got to have patience, you got to have patience, you got to have patience. Well, I never did nothing for me to have patience for until I ran into model cars, and it showed
Right.
me like, okay, I got to let this paint dry. I got to let this glue dry. I know I would like to have this done today, but it's not going to happen. You know what I mean? So I had to,
Yeah.
it helped me with my patience a lot. You know what I
Right.
mean? And the latest gift this model community and this hobby gave me is my sobriety. I've been sober going on 3 years. To be 20 on the 20th. It'll
Man,
be
that's
three
what's
years.
up, man.
I've been
Congratulations, bro.
sober. You know what I mean?
That's
No
what's
alcohol
up.
at
Congratulations, man.
all because I
I
That's
couldn't
pray
what's
that.
up.
concentrate. When your hand
Yeah.
is doing this, you
Mm-hmm.
can't build no model cars. When you
Yeah.
foggy, your mind is foggy. You can't pay attention to what you're doing. You know what I mean? So I said, I'm either gonna stay drinking or I'm gonna give that up and do what I love. And
Yeah. Yeah.
it's been 3 years, and it's cold because my son, he told me, he was like, Dad, you know what I mean? You something different about you. You know what I mean? You always building your model cars. You ain't all around here edgy on edge. You know what I mean? Or you ain't sleep all the time. You know what I mean? Because when you get in that depression, model
Yeah.
cars took me out of depressed because I was depressed. Pandemic, mother passing. You know what I mean? Depression kicked in, and this model cars helped me come up out of my depression. So that's one
Yeah.
thing that this model cars helped me with, you know, because it
Yeah.
get
That's
dark out
cool.
there, and it takes me away from all this madness that's going on in society. You know
Man,
what I
I
mean?
know,
A lot
right?
of it. Yeah.
I
You know,
know, right? Let me
man.
tell
Yeah.
y'all,
For
let
sure.
me add something to that, man. Have you ever noticed? I don't know if it's just me, but when you like really, really into it at that table, at the table, you know what I mean? At the desk, you don't really be thinking about nothing other world.
Mm-mm.
Exactly. That's it.
Nope.
Hours will
Nothing
fly
Especially,
other
by.
world.
My wife
especially
would
if
be
you got
like,
some
"Baby,
music
I got
going,
your dinner
man.
for you." I'd be like, "Hold on 1 minute. Let me put this down real fast. Let me, you know what I mean? I done had 5 hours at the table, maybe three
Mm-hmm.
of it just sitting there looking at the pieces. You know what I mean? And
Because
time will fly, but go ahead.
no, go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You know what I mean? Time will fly because we so captured into building this model car, making sure that it look right, weathering it. You know what I mean? Painting it, just thinking of where we gonna take it. It's just
Right.
some
Right,
time. I just
right.
sit back and don't even touch nothing. I just sit there at my desk and I just look at my paints. You know what I mean? I look at my glues. I just look at the bench and just glaze and see where it take me. Before I even start my kit, I'm just
Yeah.
standing looking at it. It's like going sitting in your office and just post it, sitting there taking a breather, getting your mind
Yeah.
right. You know what I mean? To
Always,
start your day.
always. Yeah, that's how I do. Before I open any kit, like I haven't even started my NASCAR yet. You know what I mean? I just finished the plane. I just
Yeah.
finished my Maverick. I got all the Mavericks, every one he had, every last
Yeah.
one now. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
got the F-14, I got the F-818, F-818, and he was driving a Mustang at the end of part two.
Mm-hmm.
but my Mustang is from the Tuskegee the Red Tails.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You know
Okay.
the
Yeah.
movie Red Tails?
Yeah. Yeah.
DeVille got a kit after the Muskegon Mustang P 51. They
Okay.
have a kit, and there was this guy on Offer Up. He was like selling it for $15.
Oh
I,
yeah. I would have bought
I'm
it
like,
too.
You
"Dang,
jumped
I
on it.
don't know what he had." I rushed on it. He was like, "Yeah, all I did was open it and looked in it. Never got interested." He gave it to me for the $10. Yeah,
Yeah.
I broke. Mine was broke anyway. My son stepped on it. My baby boy.
Hey,
Oh
He was
marketplace
man.
in
been
there.
good
He
to you,
was in
like
there.
marketplace been good to
Indian
me.
dancing on my joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, marketplace
Yeah.
is a good place to find a lot of hobby stuff, man. You know, like
Yeah.
you won, I'm getting that printer, man, from there, and I get a lot of deals off of marketplace. A lot of good deals, man.
They
That's
ain't
because a lot of
going up
people.
here in Chicago. They want that bread, man.
They ain't playing with you. Yeah, and that's the get down. Me being from San Francisco, I go on Marketplace and they taxing. They go right to eBay. Well, they want this on eBay. I'll be like, this is not eBay.
eBay
I'm,
is
you
yeah.
know what I mean? They make their own prices up on eBay. They ain't factory
Exactly.
set and seal. You know what I mean? And that's another thing, like you say, that Marketplace is good, but also they try to tax you. It depends on where you at.
That's
So
why I
let me
got
ask,
my. Well, go
let
ahead.
me,
Go ahead.
let me ask y'all this, man. So do y'all think like do you think it's more the hobby is more populated in certain cities in certain states?
Definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah. Yeah, I
Definitely.
believe like the
yeah.
East Coast down like a Midwest around down there
Uh-huh.
in Detroit, anywhere is motor city type of atmosphere. They gonna
Okay,
have them hobby shops. You know what I
okay,
mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because
And
Because I noticed.
Chicago, man, it's here, but it ain't popping like we don't got no like events happening or whatever. We gotta
yeah,
go out of state for events. You know what I mean? Because when I was in Hobby Lobby one day, and this guy was like, saw me in the aisle. He like, "Man, you Bill?" I like, "Yeah, Bill." He like, "Man, I ain't know nobody else in Chicago do this, man." He like, "Man, it's
Yeah,
so great to meet, we exchange numbers and everything, man. Like, cause we really don't see people here that's doing that. You know what I mean?"
right. So you'll be surprised at how many people do it, but they don't. They don't. They don't know nothing about the YouTube community. They don't
yeah.
know anything about all the clubs. They're just strictly doing it, for
I'm gonna
fun. They
ask
just,
Hobby
you
Lobby,
know,
can I leave my shop cards in there? I'm gonna ask them. Like, can I
And,
leave some of these shop cards in here by the Hobby line? That way
and
uh,
people
let
will be like, see that, oh, what
yeah,
if you are, you know what I mean, question you don't know, take this card, hit me up on YouTube and check it out. And that's one thing I'm like, what else can I do different? You know what I mean? Like you
yeah.
say, I go to the
exactly,
Hobby Lobby,
exactly.
nobody be in there. I'll be like, am I
I
the only
go,
one buying models?
I
So
go,
so it's
I
like this
go.
guy one day. I was looking at somebody's video, and the guy, he was I was doing the inspection on his car, and he said, "What is that you watching?" I said, "Oh, it's a you know uh, model car video. People build model car." He said, "Model scale car." I said, "Yeah." He said, "They got it on YouTube." I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "Man, I've been building those things since the early '60s, man." He said, "I got a boatload of them, man." He was like, and he said, "I never knew anything about that. And I have ran across a lot of people like that. They just simply don't know. They build them,
Exactly.
but they don't know. And
A
and
lot of a lot of us, like I said, we build, but social media, YouTube, you gotta realize after the pandemic, YouTube is the new TV.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So if you ain't really on YouTube like that, you really not gonna
TikTok,
see too much. Yeah,
yeah,
you know what I mean. In our age group, you know what I mean, we just really getting into YouTube. You know what I
hmm
mean? If it ain't something we really interested in, then it's regular TV, cable. You know?
Right. And
yeah,
I've been into it, but I just ain't been consistent with it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like I give up. Like The other day I was finna be like, man, I'm finna give this stuff a break, but I really need this, man. You know, I
Yeah,
really, really need this because I'm a person that frustration aggravates me.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I
You know
understand.
what I'm saying? If I get frustrated about something, you know, I don't want no one to just, you know, too much be bothering me or no, you know what I'm saying? So when I'm
Exactly.
in here, they know I'm back here. Do not disturb. I got the
Yeah,
no
exactly.
trespassing sign on the door. Don't even
It's
come in here. Like if
it's
the
cold. My
red light
dog
is
know when I'm
on,
recording.
do not come in here.
It's cold because my dog know when I'm recording. I'll be
Do
recording and
not.
she'll lay down in the hallway. And soon
Right.
as I stop recording, I hear her feet. Tick, 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 tick. She'll come over and look at me. I'll be like, "Yeah, I'm done recording. I'm done recording." Like, man, so the house, they know, and they be cheering me on, especially my young one. He like, "Daddy," because I was trying to get him to start a YouTube page before I started mine. I'm like, man, I be seeing these kids
Right.
playing these video games. Won't you start a YouTube page? You always watching it,
Yeah, that's how my
and
son do. He got his little gaming channel. He do
yeah,
his little
yeah.
gaming
So
thing.
I'm like, man, especially when they was talking about the youngest millionaire is 13 years old. I'm like, man, from what? He said from YouTube. I said, well, then what's taking you so long? You know what I mean? If I knew when I was young I could make money like that, just get online and make some money, boy, I would
Hey,
have been going crazy
Marlon
back then.
Herman. Model Herman, I'm finna put that up there for you, man. Here's my channel right here, man. I'm T. I'm from Modeled Out Customs, man. You push it up. You can see I got over 40 videos on there, man. I display stuff on shorts. I post stuff on the community. You can go to Facebook and see all my stuff and Instagram. Modeled Out Customs, man. You can catch me there, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you subscribing, my brother. I really do, man. I, that's love, man. That's love. I like that love, man.
That's right. That's right.
I appreciate it, KRD. Man, I've been watching
Appreciate
your
all the
channel.
love.
Hey, KRD, I've been watching your channel, and I sure subscribe. You
That's right.
know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? I'm subscribing back, man. Everybody who subscribed to me, I'm subscribing back. Okay, Leon, I got another question for you, man.
Okay, it's all good. Keep them
How
coming.
many times that is it? How many times have you glued your fingers together?
Oh man, every model I glue my fingers together. You know what I mean? Like I say, I need patience. I always want to pick it up and look at it, make sure and wiggle it, and you know what I mean. Every model, I sit back, I'll be like, man, you know what I mean. If you was to see my fingers, man, I got all type of chips because I'm biting the glue off, and now my finger. Like if I was to get fingerprinted, they don't know who I am.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
I done glued mine so much, man. I say, look, I start using these, boy. I
Man,
ain't touching nothing.
exactly.
I ain't touching that. I
That's
get
it.
them tweezers out, man.
Exactly. I got a line of them up there. I just mad, you know what I
I
mean?
know,
Because
right? I
I
got
can't
tired
keep
of
my hands off nothing. You know what I mean? That's my biggest thing. I can't keep my hands off nothing. I'm always fiddling with something.
And what is your like Windows is my thing I have a bad thing with. Like me and Windows don't my windows don't always come out like they supposed to. But now I learned me a remedy where I don't touch them, period. I
Yeah,
stick the little sticky
yeah,
thing on there, hold it on there and glue it. I do not touch it. You know the little tacky blue stuff?
yeah,
I put it
yeah.
on a little pencil, put it on there. Cause if I touch it, it's over. What's
Exactly.
your one thing that you keep battling with?
Paint job. I can't leave it alone. It don't dry as fast as I want to. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or I can't get it shiny. It's always fingerprints in it. Like every car I did, it's like the paint job give it to me. I can spray it, say I'm not gonna touch it. You know what I mean? And it just somehow, some way, I'll be like, I didn't see that. Where the heck that come from? And as I know what it is because I can't keep my hands off of it. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's the Windows. Windows started me off like most of my early builds. You can see at the edge of the windows, it's always got that white that white foggy part right there. You
So
know what I mean?
what do you use for your windows? Because I started trying this Elmer's glue in this Mod Podge.
I use Mod
Stop
Podge.
that.
That's I use Mod Podge on all my windows, my headlights. You know what I mean? On anything that it look like it have to be some glass on it or
Yeah.
lightly, I'll use Mod Podge. You know
All
what I
right.
mean?
So to stop, because that's something I was battling with too, was getting glue on every window that I touched. I was getting
Yeah.
glue on it. So if you take some of that that tacky that tack like that little tack stuff, like it's like Play-Doh almost.
Uh-huh. I know
Like
what
she
you're
used
talking about.
to use. Okay, get some of that, get a little piece of it, and put the other end on the toothpick, and you can stick it to your glass, and you can place your, and you can just hold it in place and put your glass in place. That way you ain't
Okay.
got to touch it at all, and it
Yeah.
helps to stay more. You got more control of it versus doing it
Exactly.
with your hands. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And it's cold because it's like I always have a issue when it's time to order stuff. You know what I mean? I'll be like, okay, let me put this in the basket, put that in the basket, put this in the basket. But then when it's time to order everything or order something, I'm like, I'm gonna order only the things that I really, really need.
yeah,
And it ends up I never get like little things like what you said, little things like that I buy. It's probably still sitting in my cart. You know what I mean? Because I wait to the last minute to buy certain things. Like it took me almost 2 years just to get an air booth because I was like I could get it, but I could get 5 model cars too
yeah,
instead of just this
Right.
one air booth.
yeah,
So that's how I kind of been on a lot of things where it's like, you know what I mean? It's taxable. I'm telling you this. Well, when I was a rapper, it cost me more to make them CDs and studio time. But I can honestly say that this is not a cheap hobby.
So
Because
ain't
I got a question. If you was to put a price on your models, how much will one model be?
man. Like you talking about out the store or
oh,
No,
I
just
if
already,
like one of your builds, like you just
one of my
finished the build,
bills?
that Kobe Bryant, how much?
Oh, I,
mm.
See, see,
Yeah,
that's not big. I can't,
yeah,
I, I can't put a price on my models. Like
right,
I don't
right.
really like buying
I'll let
models
I'll
already
probably
done.
I'll probably let them bid on it and see how much I
Yeah,
can get for it. I
yeah,
would
but
never
never could
try to
put a
say
price.
I would never
Put
try
a
to
price
say
on it. Yeah,
the price.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
yeah,
That
But you
exactly.
got,
sometimes upsets people when you want what you want. So I asked him, what would you give me? You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
We could
yeah,
start off there, you know what I mean?
yeah.
And then see
and
where
It's
that
work from
goes.
cold
there.
because
Yeah,
I think about when I said that I was like, okay, if I was to put a price on how would I charge? I said, well, how do a mechanic charge? Because you buying the mechanic's time. You ain't buying you is a percentage of the job he do,
yeah,
Right,
but it's his time. That's why
yeah,
he be like, man,
right,
take me a minute. You be waiting months and months and months for your car,
oh,
and you
yeah,
figure, well, it took me that long, but no, it's you paying for his time. And how
yeah.
much
Paying for
right.
the
time?
time.
How much dedication? How much? That's what you paying for. You ain't paying
Yeah,
for, oh, that's a nice car. You paying for the time, and you can't put no
Right.
price on time. You know?
yeah. So
Okay.
just say I built a '69 Camaro for somebody. Well, when I did it, I think the price on it was like 60 or 70 bucks. I chose on it, but
Yeah,
I was going off of the time for sure. But hey, everything that I got to add to this car, it's costing me, so I gotta add to this the white leather
yeah,
tires, the custom license plate. Uh, if you want custom, you want painted rallies, or you want the valve. I mean the decals that come with the kit rallies. Because it's a
yeah,
difference. It's a
yeah,
difference in it. So.
I
And
can give
like
it
I
to you
said,
fresh out the box. It's
uh-huh,
none.
yeah,
But if
yeah,
you want that one, you see, I want this. I want it to look like this. That's
hmm,
custom work. You know
yeah,
who
that's
do that?
custom work, yeah.
Was it hang with G Seeds? Gary Seeds. He does custom, and that's a person I've been watching since the Lowrider magazine back in the '90s, and I didn't even know. And when I finally seen his on YouTube. I seen him on YouTube, but I didn't even know who he was, G Seeds, at first. I'm just watching. And then he pulled out some old
Right.
articles, and another brother told me about some things. And I'm like, do you know I've been on this individual? Like, I've been amazed with his work since like the 90s. And that's another
Wow,
thing. I finally get to see a lot of individuals, a lot of works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I've been watching this man for years, and I didn't even know because I was a collector of the Lowrider magazine, the bike one, where they had the
hey,
model
me too.
cars in there.
I get them out of the
You know?
grocery store all the time. $5.95. I gotta have it.
Yeah,
Every
gotta
release, I
have it.
gotta have it, bro. I gotta
Gotta
have it.
have it.
I
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
know,
look at
right?
I'm
yeah,
gonna look at the ladies first,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then
You know, you gonna flip through like,
then,
ooh,
then yeah,
ooh,
yeah. Then I'm gonna go back. Yeah, yeah,
yeah. Then you got
yeah.
a second time around. Let me check out these spokes they got going on. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? The
for sure.
switches. You know, it's
Yeah,
always that paint job, and yeah, that's that. Nothing but cars and ladies, man. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It goes hand in hand. You
You
know,
know,
that's why a lot of people
yeah,
build
don't get
cars
no
because the
greater
ladies
than
love it.
that. You don't get
yeah.
Exactly.
no greater than
That's
that combination.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's for sure. Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
man. But so Leah, I forgot. I had a question in my head and I forgot what it was. What was I going to ask you, man? And so let me ask you this. So, the your paint jobs. I remember you saying you struggle with paint jobs. So what are you better with airbrushing or you better with rattle cans or what?
Airbrushing.
Airbrushing.
Airbrushing
Yeah.
gives me more of control of how much paint that's coming out. That's why I kind of switch from. Only thing I can now is primer. I take
Hmm.
I own primer because I figured a little primer. You know what I mean? That's you need a whole bunch of primer when you
Yeah.
primer in a whole kit. You know what I mean? So I airbrush my paints. You know what I mean? Because of you got more choices, more colors. You get to blend the colors. You know what I mean? And I'm into the fading a lot, even though most of these cars ain't faded. But that's what a lot of our old school cars that I grew up seeing. We all had them two-tone fades. All of
Yeah.
them had the two-tone fade. So I always was like, man, when I make me a model car, I'm gonna put that two-tone fade on it. And I
Yeah.
couldn't do it with the cans. So I bowed down, got me an airbrush and a compressor. You know what I mean? But uh, I'm loving the paints. My paint job, that's the biggest thing. I guess that's my pet peeve, and I still haven't mastered it because I ain't even messed with no candy paints yet. I haven't sprayed my car with no candies yet, and once I get my hand on them candies, it's over.
So the I've seen tropical glitz. They have been advertising they candy paints. Which is it. Look, I seen somebody do it. They spray paint on. They had a. They, sorry, they was using a rattle can because they make
Hmm.
them in rattle can form too. So, and man, that was really, really, really close to candy paint.
Yeah,
And then you
yeah.
got a lot of guys out here that can do candy paint like George over at Lowrider. What's it, Lowrider? I forgot his channel name, but man, he been in the
Lowrider,
show.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, he been here in shows, man. Him and his son, but man, that
Yeah,
paint
matter of
job,
fact, I've been watching him too. He was in a
yeah,
Lowrider magazine
hmm,
book too. I've been
yeah,
watching the brother too. Like man.
yeah. Them
Hmm.
low rider, but the what I me far as me, I'm still stuck on rider cans. I got an airbrush here that I need to use, and I got an air compressor too. But
Yeah.
I'm just so comfortable with rattle cans and using duplicate because of the way it sprays. It sprays real good.
Well, you
So
could decan see the thing about why I decan my spray paint. I
mm,
decan it and then spray it through my airbrush. I have three airbrushes. I have a Eclipse. I mean a Pache H. I just bought what you call it, a gallery. I just bought a gallery, the pistol grip, and I got a Neo pistol grip.
Okay, yeah, I got to get a
So
pistol grip. I've been thinking about that. The what is the one they've been talking about? The pistol grip, the
The,
black, the Widow.
the
yeah,
widow, yeah,
I
with the
want
pen.
that for
Yeah,
my detailing. I'm gonna buy that
Yeah,
for my
yeah.
detailing, and those gonna be my four. And I'm done. I'm
that's
done
the one.
buying.
That's the one
I
with the
need
fan cap on it too.
one for my
That
detailing, one for
that
my primer,
That
and one for
Awada
my
Neo man
my clear
is.
coat, and one to
I don't
paint
like it.
it.
I don't like the
So, so
Awada Neo. It ain't working for me, man.
Which one?
The Neo.
You got the pistol grip?
No pistol on this one. This one right here.
Hey,
The Iwata Neo. This one.
hey,
It.
bunch of
that's that's
junk. I
that's
bought
that's a
that
Hobby
too.
Lobby special.
That was my
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
my very first spray gun. I mean spray paint, spray
My
airbrush.
my Nadeco.
Bro,
That's been my workhorse right there. That mug.
maroon,
Nadeco. This one right here.
that maroon one. Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is my workhorse.
I was
And this
finna
was
order
20
me
some
one of them.
dollars.
Yeah, I'm
This was
finna
20
order me
some
one of them.
dollars. And and this one was 50, no, 65. And I can't
That's
use it.
garbage. I had
That
Yeah,
one
one
of
is
those too. Gave me
that
hell.
that one is $100 in Hobby Lobby right now.
Yeah,
The
that
exactly.
one
gave
you
It's
me
just
like,
that gave me
yeah,
hell.
man,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like, man, and that's where I get frustrated at. Because for when I clean them, I got all my cleaning solution to make sure I clean all my airbrushes. Make sure you clean all your utensils when you're done with them,
Oh
because you
yeah,
will have to pay
yes
for it
sir,
later. You know what I
yes
mean?
sir, yes
And
sir.
and I was working with it, and I put the tube on there, and it's spraying out the tube. So I put a little seal on there, try to seal it up. It's not working. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna stick to what's working right now, and then this Nadeco is working for me. So I bought some more needles. I got a 2, 3, and a 5. You know what I mean? But I
Hey,
gotta get that Widow with the pistol grip though.
that
So I'm
Pache,
glad.
that Pache
So
a beast.
Yeah,
I'm glad you said that, Leon, because I want to, to whoever's starting out there in modeling, you know, just remember this one thing: everything that works for somebody else might not work for you. You know,
exactly,
it's
exactly,
always something different that's gonna work for you that don't work for the next person. You know,
exactly.
so and that's one of the things I got hung up with because I was like, man, why this not working? Well, this person, it works for this person. Why it's not working for me? And it's simple because Angelo over the Angelo workbench, he told me, he said, man, everything that works for somebody else ain't gonna work for you. So you gotta find your own, you gotta find whatever it is that works for you, and what works for you, you stick to it and you improve it from there on out, you know.
I like to
So
send a shout out to the brother Escape Reality Hobbies. I won one of his group builds. That brother sent me a tank, and he sent me a military car. Right, like I say, brothers, you build, like I say, you build airplanes. You know what I mean, boats and stuff like that. Besides model cars, and
Hmm.
like it was when I built it. My inspiration for building that tank was just I never did. You know what I mean? My father, he was a construction worker, carpenter.
Right,
So he built so
right.
much stuff that I believe I could build anything. Like I was telling brothers a long time ago, I would turn a tractor into a lowrider. You know what I mean? I could turn the tractor into a lowrider. I built anything. You know what I mean? I
and
built the
that's funny you said
motorcycle.
that. I got a tractor too. That tractor that I put together, that Massey Ferguson tractor.
Yeah,
Watch what I do with it, cause Tim Nolan over at Rag Daddy Studios, he gave me an idea with it. So watch what I do with it. So it's funny you said that
yeah,
about it making us, and that's different.
yeah.
If you make a tractor out of a low rider, that's different, bro. I say
Exactly,
go with it. If you can do it, go with it.
exactly.
For real, it's
I
different,
said,
and that's another thing.
MCV
Be
Products
different.
them got them super tractors. So I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
saw
give me
that.
one of
Yeah,
them tractors, you know what I
yeah,
mean? And really go dumb with it, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Do some that you really don't see. Like I
yeah.
would have them big tractor wheels, they just be some big old Danes. You know what I mean? They just be some big old dames with a fancy paint job, having some, you know what I mean, creativity.
And yeah,
You
there
know
you
what I mean?
go.
That's one thing this
That's
hobby
what
it
it's
gives is
about.
creativity.
I mean, it's gonna come to you. Like I told people, like you don't really have to. You can look at a person do something 300 million times. You still gonna do it your way.
Still gonna do it
Yes,
your way. Yeah.
exactly,
You
exactly,
still gonna find a
Yeah.
way to make it comfortable for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I
exactly.
always, even though I learned a lot of stuff from a lot of builders, and I like to first give a shout out to Don Hoyce. Rest in peace, Don Hoyce. And my
Rest in peace.
favorite, I call him the model god. His name is Doug White from Muse Models.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
He's the
Yeah.
I salute
Yeah.
the. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Hey
He
man,
is
I've
a
been
model
watching
god to me. I don't care if you
that.
don't take
Yes,
it like
yeah,
that. He is a
man.
model god to me.
Hey man, I watched
Yeah.
Doug Model Muse. That was one of the first stations I started watching too, and he broke down how he was breaking down the how he cut it open, how we make the hinges, and he get into detail, and
Yeah.
that right there let me know I got a long way to go. But
And
he
see, that's what I
inspired
want to
me.
get into. Yeah.
You know what I
Man,
mean? I
he
I
interviewed
like
a
how he
guy
go out
one
and
day. He interviewed a guy. The guy had the seats that move up. They, like
yeah,
try to
yeah.
how
You
recline and
slide
you
back
get in
and
the
forth.
back
Yeah.
seat. I said, "Oh man, they go. they,
I
they
seen
get
one
Hey.
where dude he
amazing.
made it. He scratch built it when he turned the sternum wheel to move the wheels moving it, but he
Exactly.
scratch
That's
built
the
all that.
same car.
Yeah,
And, and the
yeah.
windshield
I
wipers
said,
too. Yeah.
yeah. I said,
Yeah.
man, so that right there shows me how far we really can take this. You know
Yeah,
what I
you
mean?
go a
So
long way, man. I mean, so if you go to a modeling contest and you trying to beat that, bro.
yeah, it's like, you know what I mean? That's why like when I went to NL West and they took my picture and I got it in the magazine, that right there was like, man, the best thing that uh, I ain't go for no awards, but it's like somebody recognized my work.
Right. Right.
You know what
Right.
I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody,
And and
and
and, and another question, why you on that? How did you feel once you saw your car in a magazine, man?
oh man, that was the most amazing feeling. I mean, like it was like award.
Man, I
That was
Yeah.
know,
award.
man.
That was award, and it's
I
cold
know,
because
man.
to that right there boosted like the NLOS show boosted my whole model car YouTube channel. Like it gave me more motivation, you know what I mean, to keep pushing on. I already had motivation, but that just gave me that nitrous. Boom, when I seen that, and then I had a card up underneath my model, and I'm like, what is this? They were like, oh, somebody wanted to take a picture of your model car. I know what that is. You know, I've been watching model car videos, and a few brothers them had their pictures in the magazines,
Right.
and I'm like, you know what I mean. So when he took a picture of it, that was amazing myself. And then when it
Right,
finally get in the magazine, I'm like, oh, thank you, God. Thank you, God. I know I'm doing the right thing. That's what it showed me. I know I'm in the right business. You
Yeah.
know, that's like
okay.
God saying, you know, I appreciate what you're doing because I know the sacrifices you are making. You know what I mean? Are you making right now with this hobby? You know what I mean? Because, like I said, this take a lot of time out of our
It
day.
do.
You know what I
Yeah.
And,
mean? So it
and not to cut you off, finish
is
what you were saying. I got another question for you once you finish
okay.
explaining that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time out of our day, you know what I mean? With the kids, with the wife, you know what I mean? I'm blessed to work at nighttime, so it ain't I can take the daytime and take a few hours to do something, still get some rest, wake up, and I could put a few hours into my models before I have to go back to work. But at the same time, it like the little things that we got is all
Yeah, I
good,
got
but
that.
man.
I got that ready for you, buddy. I'm finna put it in
Yes,
the
yes, that's right. That's right.
So
Thank
mail.
you,
so
man.
so
I,
so I
same.
remember when you started working nights, you had said that you wasn't going to be able to build much, and
Yeah.
you wasn't. But I see that you was able to manage it. You was able to
Yeah.
manage it,
Yeah.
so that's cool. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. You know
that's
what I
dope.
mean?
You was able to
It's
manage
like,
it. Yeah,
is that me? Let me see. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's you.
Oh man,
It's,
my bad. I don't know what the heck is going on.
it's probably
Probably
just you.
my chain.
Yeah, that's all.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
But
back
I got
yeah,
straight
you.
now.
yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just you gotta stay dedicated. You know what I mean? This is one thing I'm not gonna give up on. And it's just like I say, it's something that I can leave behind. You know what I mean? Because I sat back, I was like, okay, what I'm gonna leave to my family besides, because everybody want to leave money, but I probably would never have enough to leave. You know what I mean? Just enough to pay for the burial. That's about
Yeah.
it. But me building these, it helps me create relationships with other people, like such as y'all two gentlemen. You know what I mean? With my family, my sons, him and my oldest, they starting to really get into cars. Like, you know what I mean? Like my youngest, he them got the Corvette, and he's sitting down. He's like, man, I want to get this. I'm like, well, build it. You like these cars? You know what I mean? He talk about the rims and the paint job. I'm like, you can go get that car and build it yourself, and you can sit there and put your 2 cents on it. And he like, yeah. So he came out and got him a model car, and I'm still waiting for him to build it. But I told him, as soon as you start, you know what I mean, jump on in anytime. He ain't got to
Yeah,
ask me to use none of this equipment. Man, get over here. If I walk in here and you over here messing with some paint, I'm gonna actually back up out the room and say, "Don't let me
Yeah,
bother
yeah,
him." You know
yeah,
what I
yeah, yeah.
mean? It's like, man, but
yeah,
the
my son
support,
like it too.
yeah, you know what I mean. The support that I'm getting from the family, because they support me 100%. You know what I mean. The support I'm getting from the community, that's amazing
Hey,
right there.
bro.
So, you know,
Hey, bro, man, my girl loves the fact of me into this like that. I've never thought, I be thinking people gonna be like, oh, he in there playing with them toys, or girl, he in there, you know what I'm saying? He in there doing them little models or whatever he be doing. She be like, babe, that car you built the other day, that was nice. You
exactly.
know what
You
I
know, many
mean?
people. It's so many people that comes in
Hey,
my house and they
ho-
see my model cars. Go ahead.
uh-huh. I want to
You know
ask
what I mean?
y'all something.
Uh-huh.
What's your girl favorite car?
Well, I guess the
I'm
one I
talking
built
about
for her.
what car she always like. What was her? She never talked about a car that she liked. That now, wait till y'all hear what my girl favorite car is. I want to hear y'all first. Have y'all ever heard y'all girl say what car she really, really likes?
Nope.
The 32 Ford.
The
My
32
what is
Ford?
my hot rod. She love
Oh,
this.
I mean, but is that her car that she likes to look at and look at on her phone and stuff? Or that's just your build she like? I'm talking
Oh,
about her car. She like
actual car.
a real car,
oh,
actual
Yeah, actual
car
car. Yeah.
that she like.
her
What is her like favorite car?
I really do not know. I just know
See,
she like
hey,
pink.
Yeah.
hey,
Cause
I'm
she
talking
never
about
really
blue. Hey,
explained
this
like
blew my
this is
mind,
what
man. This
mm-hmm.
blew my mind. My girl like a El Camino.
Oh, the Moel
Man,
codes. Yeah.
that
Elcos.
when she sees a El Camino, bro,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
something different. I ain't never seen it. I seen her
Yeah.
Okay.
say, oh, look at that El Camino right there. I never heard her talk about no car.
Yeah, yeah. Like what's so
what
special about that car? Huh? There's
which
something
You
which
about
like
the
one
that,
though?
Elcos.
man? I
Yeah,
said, man, I ain't never met a woman that like that's
Hey,
a muscle there.
hey, the
yeah,
Moel
yeah,
codes
yeah,
That's a
something different,
muscle.
man.
So
Yeah.
D, hold on, let me show y'all something. So I surprised her with this here.
Hold on, real quick.
Oh man, I had one in the stash. I had one in the stash, man, and I built this for her.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And I made. She wanted me to make it a low rider.
That's that
It got all.
78.
It got all the designs in it. You know,
What
and
color is that?
this is a color shift. A color shift by matter of fact, it's right here. These two right here. It's by Folksford.
Oh, okay, okay. Man, that's another thing
Color
about
shift.
airbrushing, man. You got so many different options of paint colors when you airbrushing, which is why I want to go ahead and start. I might start practicing on it this summer, on doing
I
airbrush because there's
mean,
so many
you
different colors you can use,
you'll be
man.
able to control the spraying of it. Whose is that? See, hey, but yeah, you can control it. See, I used to be all spray paint cans. I used to have thousands of them. Like, ooh, just like I got all these.
Yeah.
I got all these right here. I got over 90 of these.
How long does it know? How long do they normally last? How long do the life of them? Like
Well,
some of them like the testers I got, they clog up after a while.
yeah, they will, but you just gotta clean out the top of them, and then they good. I always clean, like I take the whole top off, clean all the stuff out of there, clean all the stuff out of there, and then put a.
It's all good.
I put them little, what's the name of balls in here? The little mixing ball,
Oh, okay, 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 yeah, yeah.
little mixing balls in there. You know, this one ain't got nothing in there. Every time I find one ain't got none, I just drop them in here. Drop them in here. I got plenty of 'em.
I'm
Oh,
back,
Leon,
y'all. Sorry about that. Yes, sir.
you ain't see that thing, Leon.
The Elko, that's just a clean.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Yes. Yes.
That
Oh
color
yeah.
fire.
Man, exactly. What color is that?
It's a color shift. It's a
Okay. Oh, matter of fact, one moment. You ain't
I got
Ah,
all the color shifts, all the colors.
oh,
Oh yeah, yeah. Uh huh. I
yeah.
hey,
see you. See.
that's the color my wife bought me. She was like, "Baby, I got a color for you." And this is the color that's on my interior in the 76 and pop the 76 Caprice. That's this right here.
The
You know
Oh,
what I
76,
mean?
77.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's hot right there. Hey, the
that's the
Marlo and
that's
Herman, man. I appreciate your subscription, brother. I love it, man. Keep on. I'm sending one
yeah,
right back soon as I get off of here.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, that
That's
color, that's nice, man. That's the
yeah,
Chevy.
yeah.
That's the dump.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the dunk. MCV products up in there. Got that big blood, big. You know
That
what I
that's
mean?
what that's where the wheels come from too, right?
No, the wheels I actually got on eBay. I got the
Okay,
wheels on eBay. You know what I
okay.
mean? Because I
Hey,
couldn't find nobody that makes them. So I had to go
excuse
to
me,
eBay to order those. You know what I mean?
excuse
And
me, fellas. Hey, and for all you people out there don't want to donate kits to keep my channel going, send them to me. I wouldn't care if you want them or if you
send the
want to
cash
sell them.
out.
If you
Cash
want
out.
to send them to me, send them to me. If you want me to sell them
Same
to
here.
me, sell them to me. However you
Exactly.
want to do it, because I don't have no kits right
Man,
now.
I say it all the time. I said in one of my last videos, I said, when y'all be
I'm
going to
just
them car
playing with
shows
y'all.
and you got them, you be seeing, because I be seeing them kits be cheap. Like I tell the brother JT, you know what I mean? He done bought some kits for me and I done sent him the money for 'em. You know what I mean? If you can hustle off me. You see some model kits for the low and be like, Leon, I got some model kits around here. You paid a little bit of money for it, I give you money.
Yeah,
Because
I'm gonna have to go to back to Ollie's for you, man, because I know you. I remember you telling me we let you know when I go back to Ollie's. But yeah, and Hobby Lobby has this thing going on too, to where they got kits to where they discontinuing them. They're not going to sell them anymore. They
oh
bringing new
man,
stuff in. Yeah, so they had
Okay.
deals on those too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ride
Exactly.
out there. Yeah, shout out David. For
Hey, what's going on, David?
paranormal ghost. We appreciate
Hey,
you. You
David.
new here. We love you, man. Here go. I'm gonna put up these banners so you can see all our platforms, man. You got
David,
me,
I'll put your package in
got
the mail Monday, David.
Leon the model car from 1589. You got my boy over there, JT from I Need My Garage Time, and one and only T for Modeled Out Customs, man. We all
That's
here,
right.
man. And
Yes,
before
we
we
is.
get back, man, let me show y'all something right quick. Let me show y'all something right quick, man. This is sponsored by Srue Crazy Podcast. Srue Crazy products will be coming soon, people. Will be. I repeat, Srue Crazy products will be coming soon. As you see, I got tires. I got the tire rack. I got balancers. I got lifters. I got rims. We got figures, man. Whatever you need, man. We gonna put it together for you, man. But they coming out real soon, man.
I
Now,
definitely need that
That's right.
for my
Y'all go out
garage
there and
working
support
on.
the brother. That's right, cause that's what it's about. All about. This me, man. I'm hearing that. We. Can y'all hear that squeaking? That's
I
yeah,
don't hear.
yeah.
I don't hear. But I
you
know
don't
my
hear.
phone
Somebody
getting
turn,
low, so
turn it down a little bit, maybe.
yeah,
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. You know what I mean?
my phone is getting low, so I'm gonna have to end it in a
Well,
minute.
we
But
we gonna we gonna end that
yeah,
on a good note right there, then, man.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
We appreciate everybody coming out and kicking it with us, man. It's
yeah.
every other Saturday, man. You know, it's your boy T at Model Out Customs, and my boy over here. Introduce yourself, JT,
All right, I'm JT. What I need my garage sign. A lot of you
and
people
my
know
boy.
me. I this is our first time doing this, so I'm trying to figure out how to work the comments and stuff, so I can be able to interact with the comments as well too. So if I didn't say anything to respond to any of the comments that's down there, my apologies. I don't know what I'm doing right now, so next time it might be better. But thank you all for subscribing to my channel, supporting me. I definitely appreciate it.
Exactly.
And my
And this
boy
Leon
Leon.
from Model Car 1589.
1589.
Thank y'all for supporting my page. Thank y'all for supporting the brothers' pages. You know what I mean? I like to send a shout out to mcvproducts.net. Make sure y'all get some 3D printed parts and go get yourself a master builder. Go to Amazon/master builder and get yourself a master builder today. Y'all,
Right
let's
on.
support the community and y'all stay modeling.
All
Yep.
right, y'all. It's your boy T at Model Out Customs, man. I thank y'all for coming out. Thanks for all my supporters. I am now at 139 subscribers. I am moving up. I am moving up and moving up. And I appreciate y'all all for watching. This is Srue Crazy Podcast. See y'all in 2 weeks, people. Peace.
Yep.